I gained 6 kgs in 6 months. I wasn't sure why. I wasn't eating differently, I was still exercising. Yet, I felt my body was changing. I felt tired like all the time, foggy, anxious, even angry at times. And I had to finally figure this all out myself. Because perimenopause, we don't talk about it. Not at work, not with friends, not enough with our doctors either, which is very clinical anyway. Today, let's change that. Because if you're in your 40s or around that age, you need to know what's happening and what signs to look out for. And you're not the only one feeling like this. If you are new here, I am Nora, a former national television journalist and policy advisor who hit rock bottom at 40 and rebuilt from inside out. Now I help women over 40 rediscover who they are and find their purpose. If that's you, subscribe and let's dive in. The first symptom is unexplained weight gain, especially around the middle area. This was honestly my wake up call. 6 kgs. I felt so frustrated with myself. Here's what I learned. During perimenopause, one of our most important hormones, estrogen, starts fluctuating wildly. And when estrogen drops, our bodies hold on to fat differently. We store more around our abdomen area. Our metabolism slows down and our hunger hormones, they get out of whack. So we might feel hungrier even when we don't need more food. So if you've gained weight seemingly out of nowhere, despite doing everything right, it's not you, it's your hormones. And understanding that for me was the first step towards giving myself some grace. Symptom 2 feels like you can't think clearly or remember things. You find yourself walking into a room in your house and forgetting why you're there. Forgetting words mid sentence. Like your brain has a lag. It's like a bad internet connection. That's called brain fog. Brain fog is one of those symptoms that makes you feel like you're losing yourself. But it's also one of the most common perimenopause symptoms. Estrogen, again, one of our key hormones, affects how our brain works. So when that goes up and down, so does our ability to think clearly. You are not losing your mind, your brain is just dealing with a hormonal roller coaster. Symptom 3 is when you feel anxiety that seems to come out of nowhere, even if you're not the anxious types in general. So that feeling of racing thoughts, a sense of dread for no reason. And again, I kept thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just calm down? Turns out, fluctuating hormones, particularly drops in estrogen and progesterone, another one of our key hormones, can trigger anxiety. It's not all in your head, it's biochemical. So if you've suddenly become anxious in your 40s or close to touching 40s, it might not be stress or life circumstances. It might be perimenopause. Okay, the fourth one, and I really identify with this one, which is waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. and not being able to fall asleep. You are exhausted because you fall asleep fine, but then bam, you're wide awake in the middle of the night, mind racing, and you can't get back to sleep no matter what you try. Sleep disruption is incredibly common in perimenopause. It may be partly due to night sweats or hot flashes, but it's also because of hormonal changes affecting our sleep and wake cycles. And when you're not sleeping well, and this is really underrated, I feel, but if I don't sleep well, my mood, my energy, my ability to cope with stuff, it all suffers. Okay, on to symptom number 5. You feel rage and frustration over small things, feeling emotional all over the place. One minute you're fine, the next minute you snap at someone. Maybe someone you love, your kids, or over something tiny. Now, as I'm saying this out aloud, I feel like I've had those moments where I just get annoyed quickly. And I think to myself, why am I being like this? this isn't who I am. But mood swings aren't a personality flaw, of course. They are hormones. Again, we can blame estrogen and progesterone, which both affect our mood, and then when they are fluctuating, so are our emotions. And this is what really gets me. About half of the world's population goes through this at some point every single day. And that's a huge number. Yet we don't talk about it often. We don't have workplace policies that acknowledge it. We don't have assigned leave for perimenopause or menopause the way we do have for maternity leave. I mean, think about it. We can take off when we deliver a baby, when our bodies are preparing for an intense day of labor. And yes, of course, that's important. But what about perimenopause? It can last for years, years of brain fog, anxiety, exhaustion, mood swings, physical discomfort. And yet, we all just push through in silence, because when we don't talk about it, how do we plan to create awareness? And when there is no awareness, there is no support. So if you are struggling right now, feeling alone in this, you are not. The more we talk about it, the more we can change that silence. Okay, let's keep going. Symptom 6 is there is a level of exhaustion that goes way beyond tired. You wake up exhausted, you go to bed exhausted, and no amount of sleep seems to help. This isn't just being busy or stressed. This is bone deep, can't keep your eyes open, struggling to function fatigue. Hormonal changes affect our energy levels in a big way. And when you combine that with poor sleep, mood swings, and everything else your body is dealing with, of course, you're tired, you're exhausted. If you are feeling this way, don't push yourself to keep going at the same pace. Listen to your body when it's telling you it needs support. Sign 7 is when you wake up stiff, feeling like your joints ache for no reason. A lot of us jokingly put this down to, I am just getting old. But joint pain is actually a perimenopause symptom. Estrogen, you know now, that hormone has anti-inflammatory effects in the body. When it drops, inflammation can increase, and that leads to aches, stiffness, and joint pain. So if you are suddenly feeling like you aged 10 years overnight, it's not just age. It might be your hormones. I've been seeing my GP about this, who's excellent by the way, but never mentioned that it might be my hormones. Symptom 8 is you may have a heavier or a lighter period cycle, irregular at times. This is one of the classic textbook symptoms, but it's often confusing because they don't stop right away. They just change. Maybe they are closer together or further apart. Perimenopause means around menopause. Your cycles are changing, but they haven't stopped yet. And that transition can last for years, unfortunately. So if your period cycle is all over the place, yes, please consult your doctor, but it may be completely normal for this stage of life. Symptom 9 is another one I closely relate to. A sense that something's not right, that you are not yourself, that you've lost your edge. This one ties into everything else we've discussed. When your body doesn't feel like it always did, when your brain isn't working the way it used to, when you are exhausted and emotional, of course your confidence takes a hit. You start questioning yourself. You feel invisible. You wonder if this is just who you are now, but it's not. We can safely and scientifically blame perimenopause, and it's temporary. Understanding what's happening is the first step to getting yourself back. Symptom 10 is not so much known, and one that I definitely did not know about earlier till I started researching more about this topic and talking to people. But one that makes complete sense to me now. It is your heart racing or pounding, sometimes out of nowhere. This one can feel scary. It can feel like a panic attack or even a heart problem. I have actually landed up in emergency twice. False alarms both times, thank God. But heart palpitations are a surprisingly common perimenopause symptom. Hormonal fluctuations affect your cardiovascular system, and while it's always worth checking with a doctor to rule out other issues, many women experience this during perimenopause. So, those are the 10 signs for perimenopause, and it's real. So, what can we do about it next? First, talk to your doctor about these symptoms. Advocate for yourself. Ask about hormone testing, lifestyle changes, or treatments that might help. 2. Don't just take it in or suffer in silence. Talk to friends, talk to other women. You'd be amazed how many of us are going through this exact same thing. And 3, be kind to yourself. Your body is going through a massive transition. Give it time. Give yourself grace. Treat yourself now and then. If you found this helpful, I have a free resource for you, my 40 Plus Identity Reset book. It's all about rediscovering who you are during this stage of life. I will leave a link in the description below. And please subscribe if you're navigating life in your 40s or around that age. This channel is all about supporting each other through this journey. You've got this, and I'm here with you.